Welcome back to Mike's Rusty Finds. Today we're going to try to unstick an old wheel cylinder from this 1956 F500. We've put some PB blaster in it. So we're just going to tap on these pistons a little bit. Let me get a wire brush, the inside of that thing a little bit, clean it up. One of the wheel cylinders that I ordered is not going to bolt up. So that could definitely be a problem. So I've replaced the wheel cylinders on the driver's side rear already. And that's together and functioning. But I'm going to try to rehab one of these old wheel cylinders for the passenger side rear and see if we can't get it together. I've already gotten the piston to move on the one side of this. So we soaked it in some PB blaster for about a week. So I'm going to see if we can't get this apart, and then we'll hone it out, and I have a rebuild kit. You know how it is when you're buying way too many parts for something that you need. So I have the parts. Might as well give it a shot and see if it cleans up enough to where this wheel cylinder will bolt back on, seal. You can already see the one piston's pushed down a little bit. This side, not happy. This is where I will put some fast motion so you don't have to keep watching. Okay. Now I know some of you are going to be questioning my logic. I might have to replace the wheel cylinder anyway. So I'm going to put a socket inside this wheel cylinder in my vise. And we're going to try to push the piston out that way. Let's see if I even get any resistance or movement. think she's moving. I'm starting to think that piston's going to be a permanent part of this wheel cylinder. Ooh. Did it move? I don't know. Well, I don't think. Well, well, she moved a little bit. So I guess we'll go back outside and we'll keep on tapping on it. No socket. Get a little bit more PB blaster on the subject. There, we're starting to move. Get this guy out of there. And we're apart. Now it remains to be seen whether or not we're going to be able to fix this one up. But we will give it a try. Okay. We're going to clean this thing up a little bit. Going to be replacing this fitting. And we're going to try to hone this thing out a little bit, see what it looks like. If it's a goner, then I'm going to have to order another one because the one that I got, the bolt pattern doesn't quite line up. Blame that on quality control of whatever country they made it in. And I don't really know for sure which vendor I bought that from, because I had to order the wheel cylinders from separate people, because old parts. I think I'm going to get it much better than that. Okay. Let's see what we can do about getting that fitting off of there. Oop, not the one. Oh. She's been on there for a minute. Yep. Little bit rusty. That's okay. We have donors. Take it off of. Hold on a minute. Let me move this by. Okay. Oops. Put a little bit of juice in there. You just want to get it to where it's cleaned up. It's not almost there. I tell you, as seized up as these things were, I had my doubts whether they were going to clean up or not. Well, I don't know whether you can see that or not. Put some light behind it. I do believe these are going to clean up with a little bit of light honing. I don't see any real deep scratches. Well, maybe on the other side. Okay, clean that up. Wipe this out. And we'll look at the other side. Yeah. Why not? Just got a little bit of dried brake fluid in there, I believe. So we'll hone this thing a little bit more until I get a clean surface. And it will either work or it won't. I'm hoping that it will. Save me. Yeah, you really want to spray oil all over everything. Well, I think that will work. The worst that could happen is I got to order another wheel cylinder. I honed this one all out, and I think this one will seal. So we're going to finish rebuilding this wheel cylinder. I've got it all honed out and cleaned up. We'll see if we can't get this thing assembled, and it'll remain to be seen whether or not this thing works or not. So I've got some a rebuild kit that I bought, and I cleaned off these things and the spring and everything as much as I could. I'm going to be assembling it with brake fluid. So I want to lube this up a little bit. So I don't want to damage any of the cups when I put them in there. So these go on here like that. And like that. And then they're going to go in there with the flat side out towards the piston. Just don't mind me because I'm not expert at this. Okay. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. Okay, got that one on there. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this that I'm unaware of. And there's that one there. So it remains to be seen whether this is going to work out. Now, if I remember right, the worst that could happen is I'm going to have to buy another wheel cylinder. I'm sure there's some experts out there that are yelling at me right now, going, Mike, what are you doing? Okay, I'm doing the best I can, okay? This is either going to work or it's not. I had the rebuild kit before I bought wheel cylinders, and this one wheel cylinder, the bolt pattern is wrong. So I figured before I buy it, I don't really know. It's been too long since I bought the parts, and I'm not really sure where I got the wrong wheel cylinder from. Okay. And there you go. Feel free to comment below if I did something majorly wrong, which very well could be. Got a new bleeder on it, and it's in much better shape than when I had to beat it apart. So that's it for that one. We'll see if it works when I put it back on the rear. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And comment, and I will see you in the next one.